Hi there, this is Kim Willis again, and I've got a very brief message for you today. I think it's a really important message, and it's about timelines, because there is a marketing timeline. It's real, you know. And if we understand what it is and how it works, well then chances are we're going to make more money, and we're going to make it more consistently over the longer term. The timeline, the marketing timeline. Now, when somebody opts in, when they make an inquiry as a result of your activity, you've run an ad, you've bought some solo ads, you've paid for some pay-per-click advertising, maybe you've got some traffic from YouTube, one of your YouTube videos. They've made an inquiry, they've opted into your list. Now, at that point, they're going to receive, presumably, providing you've set it up properly, they're going to receive an email, and in fact they're going to receive a series of emails. Now, you may have loaded into your follow-up system, let's say you've got an account with Aweber, you may have loaded into your follow-up system a series of follow-up messages for the next 15-20 days. Okay, so then let's say you've got 20 messages loaded in, and with an interval of 1 day between each message. All right, now the question is, and that's fine, one a day would be the minimum, that the minimum exposure that you need to give people. You may want to supplement that every couple of days with an extra email that you send out personal, or that you send out as a broadcast email. You may want to do that. Now, some people of course say, well, why, that's overkill, even one a day, I'm uncomfortable about people getting one email a day, they'll complain. Hang on, why are they going to complain? Dave made an inquiry about information about some sort of an offer that you have promoted. When people make an inquiry, they are seeking information, and you do them a disservice if you only send them an email every 3 days or every 4 days or something like that. That's a really timid approach. The fact of the matter is that people will respond if they are genuine prospects, and they'll respond in a positive way. They will enjoy getting your emails, providing the content is interesting and compelling and persuasive. You're making a case for whatever it is that you're promoting. Okay? Makes sense? Yes, makes sense. Now, on the other hand, the non-prospect, the person who's just curious, not serious about making a difference, getting a solution to the problem that he obviously has. Maybe he's not serious about getting an answer or a solution to that problem. And you start sending one email a day, or perhaps more than one email a day. All right, he's going to unsubscribe, but why do you care? Who cares? You don't worry about the people who unsubscribe. You worry about building your audience. That's what you focus on. And if your audience consists of 20% of the people who opted in the first place, that's good. So if you've got 100 opt-ins and 80 of them unsubscribe over the next month, let's say, presumably you've got 20 left, and I'm presuming that they open their emails. So that tells me that you've got an audience. You've got an audience now of 20. Put more value into the 20 that are opening your emails than the 80 who've unsubscribed, or who are not opening your emails at all. Maybe it's going into their spam folder. All sorts of possible reasons for that. So that's the first point. Let's get our thinking right here. This is where we have the problems. It's up here. Okay, it's not when we're typing stuff and doing online searches and all the rest of it, and writing an ad, etc. It all comes back to the mental settings, and what we've got to do is constantly challenge ourselves. We've got to constantly challenge our belief systems. Now, the reality is that you've got, let's say, with this example, you've got 20 messages loaded into your follow-up sequence. The question I have for you is this: what happens when the 20 days has elapsed? What happens after that? Are you going to continue to send them emails? Are you going to create new content every day for those people forever? Now, Now, what happens with a lot of marketers, newbie marketers, novices, is that they'll tend to die a sudden death after 20 days. They'll look at their results and they say, well, this guy, none of these people have bought anything, or maybe only one of them has bought some small item, a small ticket item that you were perhaps leading with. You were leading with a cheap offer. So it's a dead loss. It's just a complete waste of time. I'm not really motivated to continue to send additional emails after day 20. It was okay for the first 20 days because it was all automated. I didn't have to do anything. Those messages were already loaded in, and some affiliate programs that people get involved with will give you email templates. All right. So you can load up those 20 quite easily. But after that, what's going to happen? Chances are, if you're like a lot of newbies, you are not going to continue sending people email messages, which is a real shame, because providing that your content is good, it's engaging, it offers value whilst at the same time promoting something, okay? Promoting an offer. But it offers value so that people look forward to your emails. And of course, just going back to that original point about frequency, if you don't make it frequent, if you don't send people messages every day, this is assuming you're using the pure IM model, internet marketing model, where there's no phone contact or whatever. I've got two lists. One list is a list where I've got phone numbers, and we phone all of the people who leave a phone number. All right. With that list, it's perhaps not as critical to be sending daily email messages, and sometimes I don't. I might send 4 a week, okay? Because we've been able to create some impact with those people because we've spoken to them on the phone. We've phoned them, we've left messages, even if we haven't spoken to them. The name, my name, is firmly imprinted in their thinking. But if you're using a pure IM model, internet marketing model, where there's no phone connection, the email is the only way you can imprint you onto their thinking. And let me tell you, with the amount of clutter that people get in their email inbox every day, they're going to forget about you just like that, and you're going to be gone. So if you take a break after that 20-day sequence is finished, and you don't send another email for, let's say, a week and a half or 2 weeks, they'll get this email from you 2 weeks later. Let's say that's at, week 5, something like that. And they're going to be scratching their heads and going to think, who the hell is this? They've forgotten you already. They have forgotten you already. Yet, for some people who go onto these lists, week 5, week 6, week 8, week 10, week 12, week 15, week 16, that may be the week that they are ready to buy something, that they are ready to do business. Maybe the timing wasn't right when they initially opted in. Maybe they were interested and they were potentially serious people, but they had stuff to take care of. They had clutter. They needed to, before they could give due focus to the thing that they inquired about, they need to sort out a situation. And that may take several weeks. And then they come back onto the radar, they get their thinking right, and they start saying, okay, well, I'm going to check my emails. I'm going to look at some of these things that I made an inquiry about, because I think I'm now ready to do something. And that could be after a month. It could be after 3 months. Sometimes it could be after 6 months. Now, I've had situations with people that have opted into my list. And by the way, I've got some people, it's a residue of people, but it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who've been on my list for years, not months or weeks. Years. Some been on my list for 5, 6 years. Wow. I've got some people who have done business with me 2 years after they made an inquiry, 12 months after they made an inquiry. In fact, as I record this, I can think of one instance now that happened just a week ago. I made a $2,000 commission from a person that made an inquiry to me over 6 months ago, but that only did business a week ago. A week ago. Now, what would have happened if I didn't maintain the flow? If I didn't continue to email those people multiple times a week? What would have happened? I can tell you what would have happened. Nothing. Nothing with me, but something with someone else. Because if I wasn't worthy of their patronage and their dollars, they're going to go and find someone else who is worthy. Simple as that. So it's a cyclical thing. You need to give any campaign at least 90 days. All right? The campaign doesn't end at the time a person opts in. It doesn't end a month later, or 2 weeks later, or 6 weeks later. It continues on. And if, by the way, if one offer, if the original offer that you've been promoting isn't working with your list, providing that you continue to give good value with your communications, you will be building an audience. It's just that they haven't bought that one, maybe, either because their situation isn't right now, or they just don't like that offer, that particular offer. So why not mix it up? I've done that. I've sent different offers to my list, and the original offer that they made an inquiry about never got a look in, but offer number 3, there was just something about it that just triggered a response in their brain, and they just think, this looks good. I'll do that. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I'll sign up. I'll spend some money. It's amazing how it works. But it doesn't work it does not work if you don't have your name in front of them every day with good content. Lead with value and sell after that. Lead with value, sell after that. A lot of my emails, and you're on my email list, possibly, probably, I don't know, but if you're on my email list, you'll see that I do give value. Sometimes I'll just send out emails that are pure content, no promotion at all. I do that quite often. Other times I will send out an email that strikes a balance. 3/4 of it will be content, good content, a message for the day, a theme for the day. And then right at the end there, I might just have a paragraph about my offer. Okay? People will read that because they know that they're going to get some value, and they'll accept my advertisement at the bottom. Okay? That's how you build an audience. You build an audience by giving people what they want, and that is information that will help them solve a problem. So if you're promoting a business opportunity, okay, give them information, and maybe not always directly about your program. Maybe give them some generic information. Give them information about traffic, a traffic tip that you learnt the other day. Well, why not write a few paragraphs about it? Maybe a conversion tip, a lead generation tip, a leadership tip, whatever. Give them value, and then, okay, segue into your offer at the end, or maybe even in the PS. Sometimes with me, the body of the email will have no promotional content at all. It'll be pure value. And then at the end, PS, hey, by the way, we've got an offer on at the moment on that thing that you looked at a few weeks ago. Check out this quick video. Show you how it works. It's fantastic. It could change your life. Something like that. So you just in the PS, you might have an offer, or you might reiterate the offer that you've previously been promoting to them. You may package it slightly differently just to get them to click on a link, and then we might go to the sales page. Maybe there's a new sales page video that you've created or your company has created. Okay, we'll put that in the PS. Hey, I've got a brand new video for you, and it'll show you exactly how blah, 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 blah. Check it out now. Right? Just put it in the PS. Before then, you've given them pure value. And that's how you build an audience. Well, it's one of the ways. It's a primary way. All right, so don't forget that. It's a 90-day cycle. People who are maybe not ready today, maybe ready in a month, maybe ready in 2 months, maybe ready in 3 months. Quite often, the optimum time for people to buy, to do some business with you, is 90 days. 90 days. And for some of them, a smaller group, it could be 6 months. It could be. But hey, it doesn't matter, because you're in this for the long haul, right? You're in this for the long haul. Absolutely. That's it. Building a sustainable income based on a solid foundation. That is what it's all about. All right. Kim Willis. Bye for now.